yesterday. Today, they try and school the Stanford Cardinal. New Basketball Hall of Fame is in downtown Knoxville. A show place for women's basketball. Just a short distance from this beautiful Hall of Fame building is Thompson-Boling Arena, where today two of the best teams in college basketball go at it. Tara Vanderveer, a future Hall of Fame coach. She's won the Olympics. She has won national championships. Brings her Stanford Cardinal in to face Hall of Fame coach Pat Summitt and the second-ranked Lady Vols. Summitt with 6 national championships already, gunning for number 7 today. As Stanford against Tennessee here at Thompson-Boling Arena. Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Kessling and Van Chancellor. Welcome to Knoxville for what should be a terrific game. The Southeastern Conference against the Pac-10. This is going to be a dandy.
This is going to be a great game featuring 2 outstanding teams. The second-ranked, the 15th-ranked team in the country. Great pressure man defenses. But what I like best about it, we had 2 great coaches last week. We got 2 great coaches today. Tara Vanderveer has done everything you can at Stanford, and Pat Summitt has done everything and more here at Tennessee. What a game we have today, Bob.
Talk about the veterans, but freshmen might play a role in the victory today for either side. Ashley Robinson has been an impact for Tennessee.
Ashley Robinson is a special basketball player. She can rebound the basketball, and what I like about her, she can catch the ball, and when she gets it inside, she knows what to do with it. This is going to be one of the great players in this country, not only as a freshman and in the future.
And you look at the Stanford team, they're turning the reins over to a freshman point guard.
Yes, and Coach Vanderveer's never had any doubt about bringing in a point guard today that was a freshman going against this Tennessee pressure. Susan King is a special player. 10 points, 5 assists. She's a really good player that can handle the Tennessee pressure.
Inside game will be a key. Stanford has got to defend Tennessee somehow.
Yes, and they got to rebound the basketball. As you think about defense, I think Stanford's got to find a way to get the score in the early 60s, 70s, late, some low score, and then what they have to rebound. There's no question. If you're going to be able to stop Tennessee, you got to rebound.
15th ranked Stanford against second-ranked Tennessee. The Lady Vols bring a lot of firepower to the table. Tamika Catchings, the reigning Naismith Player of the Year, and she gets plenty of support from her running mate, Samika Randall. Lady Vols in Stanford, back with the starting lineups from Knoxville in just a moment.
Today's successful hunters, via gun or bow, are using a myriad of sensors.
Today's game is brought to you by First Tennessee Bank, the official bank of the ball, by State Farm Insurance and the State Farm agents throughout Tennessee. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, by the Ford dealers throughout the greater Knoxville and Chattanooga area. Glad you've taken time out of your Christmas shopping to be with us today as Tennessee, number 2 in the country, and 15th ranked Stanford get at it here at Thompson-Boling Arena. Van, this looks to be a terrific matchup, and Stanford's a team trying to come back and be among the nation's elite, and the Lady Vols are already there.
And there's no question, this is a game that Stanford has an opportunity to judge where they are. They're 5-1. They played some very good basketball. They're trying to rebound back from losing Jamie Carey. Coach Vanderveer told me it was the best 3-point shooter that she's ever coached. This is a great test for Stanford.
Here's a look at the starting lineups for the Stanford Cardinal first. They'll go with Sarah Dimson at 1 forward. Lauren St. Clair's the other forward. In the middle, Bethany Donovan. And the guards will be Nicole Powell and Susan King. For the Lady Vols, Tamika Catchings and Gwen Jackson up front. The freshman Ashley Robinson in the middle. And then the guards are Samika Randall and Kara Lawson. The fans into it. And now Tennessee and Stanford going at it. That's the freshman, Ashley Robinson. She's special.
How deep is Tennessee when you got Ashley Robinson that you can start, and Michelle Stowe starts the game on the bench? That means you got a really deep basketball team, but Robertson is a special young player.
Opening tap banged around, and Stanford gets it first. That's Nicole Powell with it. Powell also a freshman, so the backcourt very young for Stanford. We'll see how they handle Tennessee's man-to-man.
Looks like Tennessee's going to go in on the ball screen, making Stanford make plays.
Jake's a good shooter, and she hits. Susan King gives the Cardinal an early 3-0 lead.
And for a freshman, you need a confidence builder early, key shot early in the basketball game for Stanford.
That's her 5th three-pointer of the season. And now Tennessee attacks the other way. Looking in low to Robinson. She's double-teamed and fouled, and that's one thing Stanford can't do. They can't foul inside.
Yeah, they can't afford it. They're not a deep basketball team inside. You cannot put Tennessee on the line early.
Donovan picks up the foul, her first, and so Tennessee now will bring the ball inbounds. Catchings on the baseline. All the way to the basket, puts that one up short, and Donovan rebounds.
I think that's a big key for Stanford early. Rebounding the basketball. You got to limit Tennessee to one shot.
Last couple of games, Catchings has really gotten off the slow starts, and that time she misses that one. In fact, at Louisiana Tech last week, she was 1 for 11 from the field for the game. They drop it inside, the pass too high, and intercepted by Samika Randall.
Tennessee pressure then causing the turnover.
Kara Lawson, good shooter outside. And that's Catchings with it, guarded by Simpson. Her pass is knocked away, and King comes up with it. So turnovers already too quickly for each team. King has got the only bucket for the Cardinal, and it's 3-0 Stanford. Don't leave her open. King bombs again. That one's off the mark, and the rebound goes to Catchings.
Catchings may have struggled on offense, but she's done an outstanding job of blocking out in the last 2 games and rebounding the basketball.
Lawson to tie. Not this time, and the rebound goes to Powell. And so Tennessee off to an 0 for 3 start in this game. Powell takes it all the way to the basket, lays it up, missed the layup.
We've got a great up and down game. I don't know if the fans are going to get the shutdown. They're standing up right now, Bob, till Tennessee scores.
Stanford basically a man-to-man team. They will throw some different zones at you, but they want to play man-to-man. Randall over the top. No good. And the rebound goes to Donovan. Stanford limiting Tennessee to only 1 shot so far. Powell played center in high school, but she guns that one outside. Up and down we go. The stats are taking a beating. Lawson going to the basket. She's going to be fouled and held going in.
Do the Tennessee fans have to stand up till they make a field goal until they score?
Well, I think some of them will sit down if they shoot a free throw.
Well, I'm going to say this. She's going to make these free throws. This is automatic. This is what no, ball out of bounds.
Well, they say it was not a shooting foul.
Robertson and I both thought it was 2 free throws because Robertson's back on defense for the press, and I announced that there was going to be, but it's Tennessee ball's out of bounds.
So Lawson foul going in. Here's the inbounds to Randall. We played 2.5 minutes. 3-0 Stanford. Now the Cardinal goes zone on the inbound. And Catching shoots over the top, and that's short. Tennessee has missed its first 4 shots from the field.
I think this is the longest the Tennessee fans have had to stand up in 4 or 5 years.
They're exhausted almost. Getting a little restless. Simpson drives down the lane. Her shot blocked from behind. She gets it back. And the outlet pass knocked out of bounds by Catching. Well, Stanford's done a nice job defensively, forcing Tennessee to shoot from the outside.
What they're doing right now is causing Tennessee to get in a hurry. Right now, we got to change. It's not going to be but 12 seconds on the shot clock instead of 30. The ball did not change hands. Tennessee did not get possession. Stanford out of bounds with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
And the delay is why they roll the shot clock. Now they got it back up to 30. They got to get it back down to 12.
But I want to say this, with Tennessee not scoring in 3 minutes, there's still a lot of excitement in the building with the way the Tennessee fans are standing up and cheering until their late evolved score.
Dempson to bring it in bounds if she can, and does so to King out by midcourt. Shot clock down to 9, down to 8. King going against Randall, throws it up and draws a foul. Kind of bailed her out. She really was out of control a bit, but knowing that the shot clock was rolling down.
I don't usually defend bad fouls, but I thought in that case Randall made a pretty good play. Penetration by King, as we see it on the replay. I thought Randall just got herself in a position to where she could not hit it. That was a tough call.
And King also smart enough to make sure she got some contact there to get the foul, and she's got 4 points. It's 4-0.
But give King credit. Is she a special freshman? Driving, penetration. Randall is giving her fits on defense, and she's not turning the ball over. Great play by Susan King.
Fans still cheers. Tennessee being shut out right now by Stanford. Randall on the right side. Tennessee work looking for something in low. Robinson gets it, but she's double teamed, and the ball is tied up. Stanford does a great job, Van, of defending the post.
doubling the ball, doubling down. Tennessee goes inside to Robertson or Jackson. Here comes the swarming Stanford defense. They're basically following the Boston College game plan 2 weeks ago.
Pass inside Robinson. Had a mismatch, didn't take it. Robinson from the outside, no good by Randall. Robinson runs it down. Tennessee trying to break the ice. It's chilly outside. Temperatures in the 20s, and Tennessee ice cold. Now Robinson hits, and everybody can settle back into their seats. Ashley Robinson makes it 5-2.
It looks like Stanford's going to give her that shot on the free throw line. I look for Coach Summit at the first time out to let our team know that and go to Robertson on the high post.
King, a nifty ball handler, gives it to Powell now. Tara Vanderveer thinks that Powell one day is going to be a great point guard at 6'2" with a lot of size. Powell played center in high school, but she can handle the ball very well, as you see. Pass inside. That one ball scored too high for Donovan. So another turnover by the Cardinals.
They move Powell into the starting lineup to get more rebounding, a big 6'2" guard that can help them on the defensive boards.
Randall left side. They're missing, of course, Jamie Carey. There's a pass inside, and Jackson scores for Tennessee to make it 5-4.
The outstanding mismatch then at that particular time. Jackson on Sinclair. Jackson got out and got low post, made an outstanding move.
Jamie Carey was an all-freshman performer in the Pac-10 last year, but battling concussions, and the doctor said it's better off if she not play. Pass inside to Donovan, and it's knocked away and stolen. So Stanford having a hard time feeding the post, and Tennessee with a chance to take the lead.
Give Tennessee credit. Struggling on offense, but their defense, they didn't let down defensively. They've got great pressure, forcing turnovers. Stanford can't get into their offense.
Boston down low. Jackson. That ball is knocked away by Powell and out of bounds, but they say it goes off Powell. And so Stanford will maintain possession. 15:05 to go. Cold start both ways. 5-4 Cardinal.
2000 isn't over yet.
This Tennessee-Stanford game is brought to you by First Tennessee Bank, the official bank of the Vols. By State Farm Insurance and the State Farm agents throughout Tennessee. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by the Ford dealers throughout the greater Knoxville and Chattanooga area. Bob Kessling, Van Chancellor, with you at Thompson-Boling Arena. Good crowd on this Sunday afternoon watching Tennessee and Stanford go at it. Stanford's game plan, trying to strangle Tennessee inside.
Yes, both teams are playing outstanding defense. Stanford's doing a great job right now, and Tennessee better realize there's only 10 seconds on the shot clock. You got to get a shot off when you come out of this timeout.
Stanford gets some size inside. Carolyn moves now into the game. She's guarding Catchings. Catchings can't get the shot off. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson, another 15-footer. No good. Catchings on the offensive glass, and they reset the shot clock. April McDivitt now into the game for Tennessee at point number 10.
Great depth for Tennessee this year.
Randall, no good, and St. Clair runs down the rebound. So Stanford with the ball and a 1-point lead. St. Clair takes it to the basket, and she gets the left-hand layup.
Versatility by Sinclair. She started the game at the power forward spot, moved to the small forward, went outside, carried the ball to the basket.
Lob pass down low. Double teamed as Jackson out to Catchings. Open and hits. So Tamika Catchings, the graduate, comes up with a bucket, her first, and it's 7-6 Stanford.
Catchings, one of the great players in the country right now, being able to score from outside.
Getting a little bit out of control that time. Might have gotten a bailout as she got underneath and couldn't get the shot up, but it goes out of bounds. They say it's off Tennessee, and so Stanford maintains possession. No reshot on the shot clock, so it's 22 seconds remaining. Stanford, a good shooting team. They lead the Pac-10 in field goal percentage, and then you see why there, as King bombs home that one. She's got 8 points.
Can you believe you're a freshman, you come to Knoxville, Tennessee in front of this kind of crowd, and you just step up and your first 2 shots are threes, and you make both of them over Randall and All-American?
Pass intended for Jackson, sails out of bounds as Catchings threw it a bit too high. Jackson 6'2", but that pass, I'm not sure Wilt Chamberlain could have gotten that one.
Impossible. I think right now you'll see Tennessee go to their 2-2-1 half-court trap as they bring in subs and different players. And what Tennessee will try to do is wear Stanford down, showing them show this freshman as many different presses as you humanly possibly can.
Michelle Snow comes into the game. And also into the game is Tasha Butts for the Lady Vols as they go to this 2-2-1 trap. Moves with it and dumps it back out to Dimson. Stanford playing with a lot of poise, man.
No question. The young freshman, Susan King, just looks at that 2-2 trap and says, Tennessee, I don't care what you do, I'll just pass over it.
Isidore also into the game for Stanford, so Sarah Vanderveer going very deep into the bench. 3 seconds in the shot clock. Sinclair got a launch, banks it up there. No good. Now look for the board. Moves. Can't save it on the baseline. Out of bounds to Tennessee.
I think that Moose would have been better off to let the ball go out of bounds. I think the ball might have been out of bounds on Jackson. Just let it roll out, but you can't fault the player for effort and hustle and trying to.
Coming up, the next home game for the Lady Vols will be LSU after the Lady Vols go on a tough road test as they go to Texas and out to play Arizona State. And also they face UConn, the 20th ranked team in the country. LSU on Thursday night, January 4th at 7 o'clock. Tickets can be purchased at the Thompson Bowling Arena ticket office, or you go to www.ucladyvols.com to get your tickets on the internet. Tennessee against LSU.
What a way to start the SEC season. You got to play against LSU.
Randall from the right wing. That's no good. And nothing but red shirts over there, but they knock it out of bounds as Dimson was tripped, actually, by Moose going out after it.
Tremendous hustle by Stanford. Right now, Tennessee's having trouble scoring, but I think they'll just relax. Let the game come to him. Don't try to rush so many shots, and Tennessee will settle down and be able to score.
Lady Vols 3 of 12 from the floor to start things. Clement posting inside. Throws up a left-hander. Good, and she's fouled. Ace Clement gets the bucket and the foul. Will go to the line.
What Tennessee's doing, they're running a little, I would call a flex cut. Anytime you see this, you'll see Ace Clement's cutting across the middle, and every guard wants to post up. Don't tell me why big players want to shoot threes, Bob, patrol the outside. Little bitty guards want to get inside and post up, show you how tough they are. But Ace does a nice job.
Clement hits the three-point play. She's only averaging now 15 minutes a game, trying to earn some more playing time, and she's off to a good start today. It's a 1-point Stanford lead. Isidore drives in, gets in trouble, and throws the ball away. Isidore tried to do too much that time, and it's an over and back violation.
Got in too big a hurry. Tennessee showed the diamond zone press after a made basket as we watched Coach Vanderveer. She's going to get another sub in. You can't turn over the basketball and stay in the game for her.
Here's a pass inside Michelle. Snow gets fouled, and she scores. Tennessee takes the lead for the first time, and their size inside's intimidating.
You know, one of the things that I've always admired about Pat Summitt, how they do things here at Tennessee. You take Snow, who's dunked the basketball, been on national television, everybody's talking about her. She starts certain games, and then she has a game she does not start in this game, and then when she comes in, instead of being irritated about her situation, she just goes and plays and makes plays. That's hats off to Coach Summitt. I've always admired her having the ability to do that.
Snow gets the three-point play, and the Lady Vols have their first lead of the day. It's 12-10. 12 and a half minutes to go here in the first half at Thompson Bowling Arena. Tennessee with a press. King, a nifty ball handler, gets to Sinclair. Too strong, doesn't follow her shot. Snow gets the long rebound.
And here comes Tennessee running. This is a major change from past years on the Pat Summitt.
Well, a daring pass across the defense. And Jackson can't hang on to that pass.
Yep, Stanford is going up and down with Tennessee. They're not trying to make the game into a 60. They're running, shooting threes, carrying the ball to the basket.
Powell drives and gets the foul.
That's a special young player. I really like Powell and King right now. 2 freshmen. Tennessee has some great freshmen. I like Robertson. This is as good a freshman as I've seen play in a long time on this court.
So Nicole Powell to the line out of Phoenix, Arizona. Played center in high school, as you mentioned. She was also on their tennis team, their track team in high school, and was a state badminton champion. So she's got a lot of talents and now trying to learn to play guard here in the Pac-10. Powell at the strike, and she gets the rattle home. It's a 1-point game.
Can you believe that you're a high school center? You get to come to UT and you open up playing guard. I think that's a credit to her. What a player.
Powell's got both free throws, and we're knotted up again at 12. McDivitt in front court. Watch how Stanford kind of clogs those passing lanes under the baskets. You're not going to get any layups against them.
No question about it. Tennessee then is very patient on offense.
Clement draws another foul, and she'll go to the line. So Clement being very aggressive on offense. She wants to be a broadcaster one day, man. Let's take your job.
Well, she'd probably do a lot better job than I am, a lot better looking than I am. And
But right now, Ace, I got the job and you're playing, and I'm honored to have the job with you. I mean, it's just so good to be here with you today, Bob.
It's a great setting for women's basketball. Ace Clement at the line. And she puts it up and in. You know, that's another thing, Van. You talked about rotating the lineups. Here's Ace Clement. She's a senior. She expects to start, you would think, during the summer. Works hard, and suddenly Pat thinks they're better off if she's coming off the bench to give them a spark.
This is what Pat Summitt does best. You're able to sell Ace Clemens on the idea that you come off the bench, we're a better basketball team. It gives us a better shot to win the national championship. That's what they do well here at Tennessee. Players here want to win. They are able to accept that.
Clement has 5 points, and Pat Summitt's team has the lead back. It's 14-12, Tennessee over Stanford. Taking care of the basketball is going to be a key in this game today for both teams, as Tennessee and Stanford. It's pretty much what we expected, Van. A good old-fashioned good one.
Oh, this is a great game. If you can't enjoy this game, somebody needs to come check and see if you're still breathing.
Ace Clement off the bench, 5 quick points for Tennessee, shooting the Lady Vols into the lead. It's 14-12, and now Stanford. Cardinal try to counter.
And you'll see Tennessee in the 2-2-1 half-court trap, trying to double the smaller point guard, but Stanford's done a good job of passing over.
And McDivitt reaching in gets the foul on Lauren St. Clair.
Also, from Stanford's point of view, they're getting the style of officiating that I think they need. You know, call the fouls, call a close basketball game. If you reach in, it is a foul. Don't let the game get too rough.
Catching's back in for Tennessee, and April McDivitt takes a seat. 2-point game. Lady Vols in front, 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. Both teams coming off finals. The Lady Vols had a game here on Friday as they beat Memphis, but Stanford hadn't played for 2 weeks.
But you can't tell it the way they're playing. I don't see any rusting, and they're playing extremely well. Maybe a few too many turnovers.
There's a scrum on the floor as Powell and Butts and Dimson go at it. And the ball on the alternate possession stays with Tennessee.
Right now, Tennessee has their 2 normal point guards on the beat, Lawson and McDivitt. I'm interested to see who's going to be the point guard at this point in time.
I would guess Ace Clement will run the show. She's guarding King. Clement came here as a point guard, but she's really played more 2 guard than she has that. Moose drives in and took an extra step against. Oh, now they're going to go the other way. One official's got a foul. June Cartill, I think, said there was a push first. And that's going to be the call. As they say, Snow pushed first. The outside official had a travel.
That's always tough when they blow the whistle and one official has one call. And I know Pat's not going to be happy. But don't say this much about Jean Corto. She calls it just like she sees it. I don't care if it's Pat Summitt. I don't care if it's at home, on the road, or anywhere.
Here's a driving layup, no good by King. She gets around Ace Clement. The rebound goes to Gwen Jackson.
Coming out dribbling, running the press. This was a major change to Tennessee.
But no good from the corner. Long rebound, loose. And it's saved by Tamika Catching. She's a superstar, not afraid to get on the floor.
That's what I like best about her.
Catching, short that time. Moves made her change her shot. The ball out of bounds to Stanford.
But you want me to tell you something, not her scoring, not her defense, but her overall attitude and hustle will make her one of the top 2 choices in the WNBA draft.
You know, we mentioned the fact that Pat Summitt has been able to talk some of her players to come in off the bench. Carolyn Moose is the same way for Stanford. She basically has started the last 2 years, 59 games she started in the last 2 years, and now coming off the Stanford bench. A mistake there as Stanford gives it up as Becky Bonner throws it away.
Yes, Tennessee's pressure right now is excellent. They're down. They keep moving the press just a little bit farther. They started out in a 2-2-1 half court. As Stanford has had trouble, they ease it down a little bit farther. And Stanford, to beat this press, is going to have to send somebody back in the middle of the court to meet the basketball.
Clement dumps it down low, catching, tied up, going to the basket on the jump ball. Tennessee will maintain possession on the alternate possession. Great defensive play by Lauren St. Clair.
Yeah, give Stanford credit for their fight, for their get up and go. As we see it in this basketball game, we'll see it on the replay. They try to post Catchings inside to take advantage. Stanford just collapsed.
14-12 Tennessee. We approach the 10-minute mark in the first half. Now there's a whistle away from the ball, and Catchings trying to run the baseline is going to be held.
See, Stanford is playing a man, but it's not a pressure man. Tennessee on one end is playing pressure man. Pressure the ball, pressure all the lanes. Stanford's doing a great job of playing a sagging man, almost like a zone.
Here's Butts on the inbounds play. Open and hits a three from the corner. Only your second three of the year. And that's 17-12.
To have the presence, though, to make the shot. That's what I like about a young player.
Now being pressured. Backdoor cut. King gets a driving layup. So they overplay, and now the ball is thrown away. It'll be Stanford ball as Tennessee gives up a layup and then throws it away.
If we watch it on this replay, Bob, this is what you have to do against the Tennessee pressure. We'll see Susan King back cut, go to the basket. Snow and somebody else has got to step over, help out. When you get beat, when Ace Clements gets beat, Butts gets beat, you got to help out on the weak side.
3-point game. Stanford could tie with the tray here. Now going to work on Ace Clement. Driving shot. Boy, I tell you what, you can tell she's going to be a special player.
This is a player that has a tremendous future in this game. I really like the way she's playing, how heady, how smart she's playing.
Lob pass inside. Ashley Robinson back into the game. She's stripped in a foul. As reaching in was Nicole Powell. Also almost got that clean, but they say that she got her on the wrist.
I'll say this. This is a group of the best young players I've seen in a long time. Butts, Robertson, Powell, King.
Clement goes out for Tennessee, and Lawson is back in. 9:33 to go. It's a one-point game. Ashley Robinson to the strike for Tennessee. You see her numbers so far. She's short on that one. Inside rebound. Catchings, shot blocked. Catchings, as it's going out of bounds, saves it off her leg, and Butts comes up with it for Tennessee.
Catchings might be the best offensive rebounder in the country today. Free throws, field goals, it doesn't make any difference. She's relentless. She goes to the boards at all times.
Off to a cold shooting start. They're only 1 of 6 from the field. Her team leads by 1, though. Lawson found the launch one, and Moose comes over to shuttle off. Catchings, though, from straight out. No good on a whistle on the rebound. And they've got Stanford on a push-off inside. And the foul is going to be on Becky Bonner.
The thing that I don't like about Stanford's situation, if I was Stanford, I wouldn't be worried that I was down 1 point right now with 9:04 to go. But already Tennessee's in the penalty. You've got a team in a 1+1 bonus with 9 minutes to go. That's a dangerous situation.
Michelle Snow at the line, only a 47% free throw shooter, although she's hit 1 today. And that one is going to be good. High arching shot. She, of course, drew all the raves as she dunked the ball when the Lady Vols were over in Maui in a holiday tournament over there. And it was no cheapie. She did a chin-up when she went through and slammed it down.
And did it the right way. I think it's good for our game, and we'll see Tennessee now come out in a full-court diamond press. 1-2, 1-1.
19-16. Look at Powell handle the basketball as she brings it to front court.
Between your legs, everything. Behind your back.
Powell kicks it off left side. The Moose shot, no good. Battle for the boards, and coming out of there with it for Tennessee is Tasha Butts. It's a 3-point Tennessee lead with 8:40 to go. Robinson against Moose. Unlucky bounce, out of bounds, off of Moose. Catchings went down hard on that play. Trying to bounce back up. That's a battle under the boards.
It is very physical on the inside as we see Robertson shoot. Catchings comes from the weak side and goes up, and Moose and Catchings get tangled up. Everybody thinks that Catchings got fouled, but I think it's a good no call.
Just going for the ball. 8:37 remaining, and Catchings goes out of the game. Dan Harvey is here. Just had a sister who's a great player at Illinois, so it's a basketball family. Catchings. Into the game quickly for Tennessee is Latoya Davis. She misses badly on that shot. Now here's King back the other way. Pull-up jumper, no good, but she gets her own rebound. She scoots all over the place, doesn't she?
What a spark plug Susan King is. I'm very, very impressed with how hard she's playing, with how much confidence.
Moves inside. Robinson blocks the shot, but it goes right to Bonner, who hits. 19 19-18. Now a whistle and a double dribble is called as Lawson just kind of lost the handle of it. Might have hit a dead spot there, but she double dribbles, and Stanford gets it back down one.
And Stanford's transition defense, I think some of the great keys in winning basketball is transition defense, getting back, giving up no easy baskets. Stanford right now is giving up no easy fast breaks to Tennessee.
King out front working his Davis. Always looking to penetrate and drive. Way away from the basket. Powell drives in and gets a foul.
What Stanford's doing offensively right now is spreading the floor, making Tennessee play individual defense, and then trying, when they get a little opening, break, carry it to the hole and make Tennessee foul and go into the free throw line. And we see the spread right there. We see a little screen right here, Powell by Moose, and just carry it to the hole and make Robertson play one-on-one and Snow come over. And that is a very good offensive plan.
So Stanford with a chance to knot the thing up with 7:58 to go, but Powell, usually very reliable at the stripe, 80% free throw shooter, misses. Now Snow goes out as Pat Summitt continues to shuffle, folks. There's Nicole Powell out of Phoenix, Mountain Point High School. And she misses them both. Moose, though, gets the rebound against Robinson. Fakes, took an extra step. Well, you got Robinson in the air. I guess you got to be a veteran there and just go up and take her with you.
You got to make that play.
So, two misses, and Tennessee maintains the lead, 19-18 over the Cardinals. Leading Stanford 19-18 here in women's basketball on a Sunday afternoon. They have a promotion, or a couch potato promotion. If you hit the shot sitting in a recliner, you get a year free cable subscription. So she gets a year's free of cable TV plus a big Nestle's Crunch Bar. Also, we'd like to remind you, for fast, reliable internet access, subscribe to Vols.net. Vols.net is the official internet service provider for the Tennessee Volunteers, delivering low-cost nationwide access. Vols.net email addresses plus continuous news updates on the Big Orange. Subscribe to Vols.net for only $17.95 per month by visiting volmall.com, Vols.net, or call toll-free 1-866-VOLS.net. Bob Kessling, Van Chancellor with you from Thompson Bowling Arena. As the Lady Vols in Stanford, both as chilly as the temperature outside. The wind chill outside supposed to be close to 0 today. Here's Randall driving baseline and throws it away. It's knocked loose, and it's going to be Stanford's basketball.
Can you believe that Tennessee shooting 27.3% and are leading by 1 point? That shows you tenacious, hard-nosed defense.
Tara Vanderveer was raving about Powell last night at the shoot-around and telling us what her upside is, and she's played like that tonight. There's Bonner bombing an outside shot. Her brother plays at Florida, and so her parents came up for this game, and so Bonner, it's outside shooting comes in the family as Stanford takes the lead, 21-19. Jump shot outside, no good by Davis. Battle on the boards underneath, and Ashley Robinson puts it in. That might have been Jackson who got that.
Jackson on the offensive boards, but every Tennessee team that you've ever seen Pat Summitt coach is very, very good at offensive rebounding.
And our foul out front is called as we're tied up at 21 all. And the foul on Tennessee is going to be called on Samika Randall.
As you'll see, Powell can't scare the ball. I think she's too close. Randall is too close to her. You cannot get up that close. You got to give them ground to make a turn. Very good play by freshman Powell.
So Randall picks up her second foul. That's only the 6th foul on Tennessee. So from here on out, both teams will shoot the 1-and-1. St. Clair gives to Bonner. She and her brother had a lot of shooting contests out in the driveway.
When you look at her shoot, I bet you she beat her brother.
Powell puts it up. Pretty move, but she draws the foul.
I don't mean this, Bob, bad, but most women cannot shoot guys. I mean, if you just talk about pure shooting, just because girls spend so much time shooting the basketball. I put Cheryl Sleuth up against anybody from any range.
Powell will go to the line to shoot. The others, that thought prevailing across the country that guys spend more time trying to dunk and work on that aspect of the game, and the girls just go to the line and shoot free throws.
Too many guys want to make the highlight film.
Stanford takes the lead back on the free throw by Nicole Powell. And she gets them both. Yeah, you don't see many guys anymore just stand up there 15 feet and knock them down consistently during games.
Girls cannot go to the playground as much, so they cannot find a place to play. They just shoot a lot, so therefore I think there are better shooters.
Robinson to tie the game. Can't get the bounce. Look at the box out by Powell. That's where her playing center helps her a little bit, learning how to box out. Stanford with the lead. Not cracking under this Tennessee pressure. They've been very poised today. Sarah Vanderveer believes this team eventually is going to be very, very good. They're playing very well today. Powell saves it at midcourt. Shot clock at 10. Now there's a blocking foul on Catchings.
This is going to be very close. This is a tough call. Usually, sometimes this call goes your way at home, but on the road, as we'll see it right now, Powell saves the ball. It wouldn't have not been backcourt, and it's pretty close. Give him the benefit of the doubt. The block.
And so Catchings picks up 2 fouls. 23-21 is the score, and Powell will go to the strike.
When Coach Summit sees this replay and hears me say that it might have been a block, he's going to say, Van Chancellor, have you gone crazy? You'd have been coaching, you'd have thought it was a charge all the way. I would have too.
Foul at the strike as Catchings now has to sit down. Foul. Can't get the 1-on-1 to go. And now Jackson. So no harm, but a foul. Jackson quickly in front court. 2-point Stanford lead. Butts for the lead. Way off the mark, and Moose gets the rebound, but it's knocked out by Clement. It'll be Stanford basketball. 5:49 remaining.
I will say that Tennessee is really playing hard. They just cannot make a shot. They're going to the board. They have great energy.
Here's a 2-on-1. King takes it right at Robinson and scores.
What a play by a 5'7" point guard, challenging the 6'5" Ashley Robertson.
And she's got 12 points in this first half. Stanford with a 4-point advantage. Now remember, last year Stanford gave Tennessee all it wanted at Stanford, and then the Lady Vols rolled off the last 11 points to win. But Stanford had the lead late in that game. Bucks, an open look, gets the bounce. She's got 5. Tennessee still only shooting 29% from the field, but only down by 2.
It's a big difference right now. Stanford thinks they can beat Tennessee. They're not intimidated. They're playing extremely well.
Powell loses the ball. Butts takes it away. Clement taking it to the basket. Hits the side of the backboard. Not a good shot by Ace Clement. Powell brings it the other way, working against Lawson. Pull-up jump shot. No. Moose gets the rebound for the Cardinal. Back up against Robinson, and she blocks it out of bounds.
What outstanding defense by freshman Ashley Robertson. She's going to be one of the great shot blockers in this country as she grows older.
And so Pat Summitt takes a 30-second timeout with 4:48 remaining. 2-point lead for Stanford, 25-23, and Pat Summitt has her star, Tamika Catchings, on the bench with 2 fouls. Cardinal up by 2 here in Knoxville. One of the toughest venues for visiting teams, but Stanford leading by 2 points right now, led by their freshman guard, Susan King.
What a basketball play. You're 5'7". You're going to go in and challenge a shot blocking Ashley Robertson. Susan King has right now reached her season average almost. She is playing outstanding basketball.
Yes, she's got 12 points today already. She's been very much a key in not only scoring, but controlling the tempo of this and not turning it over. Stanford has 7 turnovers in the game, and 8 now as they throw that one away. Isidore makes a bad pass. Now Tennessee with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3.
What Stanford is doing defensively is guarding the ball with pressure sagging everywhere else.
Clement tries to make a no-look pass, and Lawson saves her. Snow, top of the key, looking down low. Jackson's been in there for a while, and she can't finish. Jackson waited a while to get that ball in the post. Finally did it, but couldn't tie the game up. Stanford with the ball and the lead.
Stanford offensively has got a great plan, spreading Tennessee and penetrating.
Isidore throws one up, no good. Rebound goes to Snow. And again, we stay at 25-23.
The pace is up and down. The score does not indicate it. Nobody's shooting very well, but the pace is outstanding.
Butts finds a seam and gets fouled going to the basket.
How I've been impressed with Butts in this particular part of the first half of carrying the ball to the basket, making plays, trying to help Tennessee create something offensively. As we'll see Butts come off of the screen and just carry it to the basket and draw the foul and go to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Not really a bad foul by Bonner because she had a layup and Bonner prevents that. So now Butts, an 85% free throw shooter, goes to the stripe. She's out of Milledgeville, Georgia. One of 2 Georgia signees on this Lady Ball team this season, this class. And she can't finish.
Yes, and after this free throw, you'll see Tennessee press. You'll see Tennessee try to steal the basketball, try to force a turnover. They're not able to score offensively right now, so what they're trying to do is create opportunities defensively.
Lady Vols now 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Georgia 6 of 9, and Butts will go there again. Trying to make it a 1-point game with 3:44 to go here in the first half.
We've had a great game so far. Playing very, very hard. Outstanding game by 2 good teams.
Butts now 6 points off the Tennessee bench, and she has cut the lead down to 1. Tara Vanderveer's team holding on, leading Tennessee 25-24. And the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame is located in the city. One of the first inductees, Pat Summitt, and also this year, of course, inducted into the Naismith Hall of Fame up in Springfield, Massachusetts. But her team today now trailing 25-24. The guy sitting behind me, beside me, Van Chancellor, also going in the Hall of Fame this year. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. It's a tremendous honor for me. I didn't know if I'd ever make it, but I'm glad I did.
You sure did. Dimson goes over and back as, again, Tasha Butts off the Tennessee bench is giving them a spark, and that time forcing the turnover. She got the pressure on Dimson. They need to get the ball in King's hand to let her bring it up.
Yes, what Tennessee's doing right now, when you struggle on offense, try to find a way to get a basket. Extra timeouts, you press, you change defenses, anything to score.
Kyra Elsie into the game 2 for Tennessee now. Pass down low, Jackson short on it. And Dimson gets the rebound. Tennessee had a chance to take the lead with that one, but the Cardinal maintains possession. Yamasaki to the baseline. She's going to be fouled going in. They put their heads down and go.
Yes, and they go to the basket, and they're going very, very strong. And Tennessee's going to have to move their feet a little bit better and get Stanford off the free throw line. I think on the other end, Jackson is short-arming the ball a little bit, Bob, on offense. She's getting it inside. You got to go ahead and follow through and flip the ball up to the basket.
Tennessee only shooting 26% from the field. Stanford only 36%. Yamasaki at the line, shoots and hits her first point. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at yesterday's graduation ceremony for the 2 Lady Ball All-American, one of whom is this week's Adidas Athlete of the Week. Plus, Van and I will preview the SEC women's schedule coming up and bring you halftime highlights and all the stats. It's coming up at halftime at 3:09 from right now. 2-point game. Lawson, as King went for the steal. Lawson can't make her pay for it. Inside rebound, Jackson. Well, I tell you what, she's had a solid game for Tennessee in this first half.
No doubt about it. Offensive rebound and defensive play. Scoring inside. She played for a good friend of mine out of Alabama, Smitty. What a guy. What a coach.
Kyra Elsie misses a little gimme inside. That's out of bounds. Tell you what, Tennessee's missed about a dozen point-blank shots today.
Tennessee's got the shots where they want them, Bob. They're inside. They've got good looks at the basket. They just won't go down. And when you have that situation and you're Tennessee, hang on. Let something good happen to you. If you'll just believe in yourself, usually it does.
Powell gets it to King. King working against Elsie. Yamasaki. Stanford trying to go a little one-on-one, and that was a lucky pass as Dimson gets the deflection. Her shot, no good, and Jackson on the foul.
I think what Tennessee's going to have to do defensively is when Stanford carries the ball to the basket, don't bail them out by committing those types of fouls. Okay, the game is being officiated fairly close right now. If that's the case, make them make shots, don't put them on the free throw line.
At the line is Sarah Dimson, a senior out of Norman, Oklahoma. It's going to be a special trip for her because this one will take them to Purdue next, and then they get to play at Oklahoma. So Sarah Dimson gets to go home to play as Ashley Robinson comes back.
What a schedule by both of these basketball teams. Tennessee and Stanford, they play everybody. You play, if you're Stanford, you play Tennessee. If you're Tennessee, you're playing Louisiana Tech and Stanford and Connecticut.
Dempson gets them both, and now Stanford's lead is 4. 28-24 with 2:13 to go. Kira Lawson and King going at it. Now Elsie throws the ball away. Robinson back to get it. So that's over and back, and another turnover. Gives the ball back to Stanford.
I think a change in defense. Stanford then ran a little matchup zone, and when they are in this zone, they're watching Lawson kind of playing her man. The other four are in a zone, and I think it confused Tennessee a little bit in recognition by some of the younger players.
Dempson for the Cardinals. Now to Donovan, who's back into the game. King can't get free. Powell's wide open out front and drills a three.
The reason that play worked, King had the basketball penetrated. Tennessee thought she was going to make it to the hole. They had to help out. She hit Powell outside. Powell for the three.
7-point lead for Stanford with 90 seconds to go in the first half. Biggest lead of the night for Stanford. Elsie trying to counter. A flat-footed shot, no good. Butts back to the glass. She misses the layup. Finally, Snow gets it. A snowbird for Snow. 31-26.
If you got it with Stanford, you got a 5-point lead. Don't make any bad plays right before halftime. Protect your lead.
I'll tell you what Stanford's doing, Van, is breaking them down and making Tennessee play man-to-man defense.
Individual defense, no help side defense. Making Tennessee play each player man-to-man, running the spread.
King, a three-pointer, no good. Robinson rebounds and a foul. Yamasaki on the back.
I think King, I probably, if I'd have been Stanford then with a 5-point lead late in the basketball game, after I got the offensive rebound, I'd have brought it back out, and then especially not committed an offensive foul. Reduce the game down.
That's the third foul on Lindsay Yamasaki.
You cannot commit that foul. Let Tennessee walk the length of the court. Now you're giving Tennessee this free throw and at least one more possession and maybe two more.
Robinson can't hit. Tennessee shooting 25% from the floor, 7 of 10 at the free throw line. They're looking for that spark. Remember, Catching's on the bench. She's been there for a while with 2 fouls.
Yes, but I think right now when you start the second half, you got to forget who's in foul trouble. If you're Tennessee, put your horses back in the game and play.
Tennessee starters, as Ashley Robinson misses them both. Tennessee starters only have 4 baskets between them in this first half.
This is going to be a test of your character, though. You're down, you're playing Stanford, they're playing extremely well here on the road. You got to be able to make plays now.
Inside, Donovan working against Snow. Kicks it out to Dempsey. Out of Powell. Now trying to back in. Turnaround jumper is going to be bouncing out, and the rebound goes to Snow. Tennessee can hold for the last shot. Down 5. Robinson quickly up and in.
Tennessee chose at that particular time. They were down to move the basketball up and down quickly. Tar Vanderbilt takes the 30-second timeout right here before halftime. Get the last shot. Know what you want. Get the ball into the right people's hands. I look for them to give the ball to Powell and let her go one-on-one.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do here is have a quick turnover or a quick shot. Let Tennessee come back and tie this thing up at halftime.
I don't think there's any doubt. I look for Tennessee to come out of this timeout and pressure Stanford. I think they may come out full court, get out in a man or maybe a zone press and try to steal the basketball right here before halftime, not giving Stanford an easy opportunity to run the clock down.
We'll remind everybody tonight at 10 o'clock, it's the National Sports Report. All of today's highlights and scores, that'll be the National Sports Report tonight in the Bay Area at 10 o'clock and also throughout the Southeast. 10 p.m. this evening here on Fox Sports Net. Bob Kessling, Van Chancellor at Thompson Bowling Arena with 15.6 seconds to go in this first half. Tasha Butts into the game for defense here in this last 15.6.
Elsie comes back in. This is Tennessee's 5 of their best defensive players that they can press, maybe give up a foul if they have to, maybe steal the basketball.
Now will bring it into front court. Elsie is right with her. St. Clair takes it left side. Penetrates, shot blocked. Snow blocks it, and now Tennessee quickly has a launch. Butts throws it up, and that's going to be the half. So neither team gets a clean look to end the half, but Stanford goes to the locker room, leading Pat Summitt's second-ranked Lady Vols. Our halftime score, Stanford 31, Tennessee 28. Halftime activities from Thompson Bowling Arena coming up in just a moment. live at Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, where the Tennessee Lady Vols are taking on the Stanford Cardinal. It's been a very busy weekend for Tamika Catchings. She's our Adidas Athlete of the Week, and on Friday night, she helped the Lady Vols knock off the Memphis Tigers here at Thompson Bowling Arena as she bombed in 14 points. They took up the court, and then on Saturday morning, they had graduation, and there's Tamika Catchings receiving her degree. She graduated early, only 3.5 years, and her family was here to watch her walk down the aisle. Congratulations to Tamika Catchings, our Adidas Athlete of the Week, the senior forward, also named to the SEC Good Works team last season, an all-SEC academic honoree. She graduated yesterday with that degree in sport management. Adidas is proud to recognize Lady of All performance, tradition, and excellence, not only on the basketball court, but in the classroom as well, and in the community. Tamika Catchings is this week's Adidas Athlete of the Week. While Tamika Catchings was walking down the aisle yesterday, she was also joined by a fellow Lady Vol All-American. Samika Randall also received her degree yesterday. She received hers in speech communications, a very emotional player, also kind of emotional when she went through the graduation line. And after they received their degrees, both Tamika Catchings and Samika Randall went down to the Lady Vol locker room to be with head coach Pat Summitt. The coach beaming there. Every player that's gone through the Tennessee program and has played 4 years has received their degree. And they have a poll in the locker room there, and every single graduate signs the poll, their name, and gets a chance to be up there for the incoming freshmen to see what's expected. Not only championships on the floor, but they're expected to do well in the classroom. And, of course, the families were here as well for Tamika Catchings. Her dad, Harvey Catchings, was along. And Harvey Catchings, of course, the great NBA player, very proud of his daughter who gets the degree. Van, I guess when you look at this whole scheme of basketball and everything, careers are short, but a degree stays with you for life.
There's no question in the Lady Bob program, it's student athlete. You win national championships here, as evident they have 6 of them, so many Final Four appearances. But when you think about graduating in 3.5 years, I got a boy that's taken 7 years to get through Ole Miss. To go through in 3.5 years and play basketball, is that unbelievable? I'm so proud of both of these athletes.
There's somebody at Oak Ridge in the National Laboratories got some degrees going and some calculating going, said it's a 1 in a million chance that 2 All-Americans graduate early at the same time.
I don't know what the odds are, but to be 2 of them to be All-Americans, to be on a national championship team, to graduate in 3.5 years, I don't know what the odds are, but it's real good.
Congratulations to Tamika and Samika. Let's look at the upcoming SEC schedule here on Fox Sports Net. SEC women's basketball coming up in some great games. LSU at Mississippi State. Both teams are ranked. Kentucky and Arkansas. There's the big matchup. Georgia and Tennessee. That's coming up on January the 18th. Florida at South Carolina. And then another great matchup in Nashville as the Lady Vols go after the Vanderbilt Commodores. And then Vandy and Georgia. Van, there are going to be some great games coming up.
Can you believe this? The Stanford coach asked me before the game that I enjoyed doing these games. Just think about it. I get all of those games, guys. I got the best seat in the house. Georgia at Tennessee. Vandy and Tennessee playing. Mississippi State and LSU. What a month we have here on Fox.
And it looks like the SEC's loaded again this year, it looks.
Really strong. Very, very strong. Georgia and Tennessee at the top of the list right now. But Mississippi State, Vandy, Auburn, Alabama's improving. Ole Miss is undefeated going into SEC play. What an exciting year we're going to have. I think it's going to be the best year ever.
Well, this is a pre-SEC matchup tonight. Tennessee against Stanford. And we'll be back with more halftime here from Thompson Bowling Arena in just a moment.
It's here.
Tennessee fans hoping to root the Lady Vols to a win, but Stanford has been very impressive in the first half, leading Tennessee here 31-28 on a Sunday afternoon in Knoxville. Bob Kessling and Van Chancellor back with you. You look at Tennessee held to 26% shooting. They're All-Americans. The 2 of them only 1 bucket.
Yes, they're 1 for 11. Catchings and Randall. You got your 2 great players playing like they are right now offensively, and you're only down 3 points. You're pretty encouraged. You're not happy, but you got a little encouragement going.
Stanford really came out there also and dominated the tempo of this game with their freshman guard, King.
I am highly impressed with her as we watch her shoot a three-point shot. But what I like is her presence on the court. As she goes in right now and challenges Ashley. 6'5", what a play. But I really like her.
For Susan King in the game, and Michelle Stowe came off the bench.
Snow right now is the difference for Tennessee. She's keeping them in this basketball game. We're scoring and inside play inside. She's going to force on the offensive boards.
And the first half, as you look at the field goal percentage for Tennessee, 27%. Tamika Catchings, 1 for 7. Samika Randall, 0 for 4. The starters only 5 buckets in the first half.
There's no question. The depth of Tennessee has kept them in this basketball game. Right now, there's a lid on the basket for Tennessee, only shooting 27%.
You see the turnovers. Tennessee was 7, Stanford with 9. But the key stat is that Stanford is leading Tennessee here at halftime, 31-28. Back with the second half of action from Knoxville in just a moment.
I love this house. Big lot, so open inside, 9-foot ceiling, all brick, hardwood floors, brass faucets, ceramic tile, plenty of windows, large crown molding, 2 vanities in the master bath. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. Oh, it does have natural gas, doesn't it?
Well, no, it has an electric heat pump, electric water heater.
Try to sell a home in Tennessee without natural gas.
Don't even try natural gas.
Come on, y'all, the natural. Come on, work back, push up. Come on, work back. Work back. Work back. Come on, work back. Come on, work back. That's it, Robert. Come on, you're the natural. Come on, push it back. Come on, work back. Come on. Lift up, lift up. Come on, work back. Push.
Pete Newell Challenge returns with 2 of the nation's best. Number 1, Duke, led by the nation's top player, Shane Battier. Number 3, Stanford, powered by unstoppable sophomore Casey Jacobson. The march to the madness is on. Stanford Duke, followed by Cal Georgia, Thursday at 9 on Fox Sports Net.
These feet belong to Roger Camp, an extraordinary man who overcame a tremendous challenge. Roger is determined to lead an ordinary life, to perform the everyday tasks that you and I take for granted. So he won't miss a second of FoxSports.com, where he gets daily insights from John Madden and over 300 categories of real-time stats. It's like having the NFL on Fox online.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
When the last time Tennessee lost.
Today's game is being brought to you by Eastman Chemical Company, reminding you that good sports always recycle. By Adidas, Tennessee Athletics and Adidas, proud partners. Adidas, long live sport. And by Natural Gas. Natural gas means warm air comfort and lower utility bills. Stanford leads Tennessee 31-28 as the Cardinals try to pull off an upset. We'll see if they can do it. Second half action coming up when we return.
It's here, waiting for you. Inside is unlimited strength and power. It builds confidence and reshapes your body. It can change everything. This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance, all in the convenience of your own home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Bowflex is real. The results are real. The question is, are you ready for Bowflex? For a free video and brochure, call or go online at BowflexDirect.com. Do the research, listen to real customers, then place your order online and get started. Bowflex. Who said change isn't easy?
So you think you're a die-hard Vol fan? Got your Tennessee flag? Got your big #1 sponge finger? Got your orange and white checkerboard pants? Got your Big Orange banking account from First Tennessee? Oh, I didn't think so. Big Orange Banking, exclusively for Lady Vol fans, with 4 different designer checks and great UT discounts from First Tennessee.
2000 isn't over yet. But your chance to get a spectacular deal on the new 2000 Focus, Taurus, Mustang, or Windstar will be soon. Sportsnet.
Susan King's 12-point first half, sparking Stanford here at halftime, leading Tennessee 31-20. Only a week left before Christmas. Still, if you haven't found the perfect gift for the Tennessee fan, here's a great idea. The new Vol Network home video, Decade of Dominance, the story of Tennessee football in the 90s. A 2-hour production represents 10 years of Tennessee football all on one video. Look for Decade of Dominance in the Simply for Sports department at participating JCPenney stores, or you may order it by sending $19.99 plus $5 for shipping and handling to Decade of Dominance, P.O. Box 11125, Knoxville 37939. Lady Vols have been a dominant team in this building down through the years, but Van, Stanford leading here by 3 at halftime. What do you expect early second half?
I think Tennessee will come out with some fire, run a little more offense that shows that they have patience. This is the first time they've trailed at halftime all year, but if you're Tennessee, you're Pat Summitt, you don't mind it. If you're going to win a national championship, you got to face some adversity along the lines and overcome it.
Sinclair gets the ball now to King on the right side. We'll see if Tennessee changes its defense against King. She was a thorn in the side in the first half. Played extremely well. Dimson to the basket. Driving layup is good. Sarah Dimson, her first basket, and the lead goes to 5.
Stanford isolation going one-on-one against the Tennessee defense. Tennessee's got to learn to help more against this particular offense.
Tennessee got off to a slow start in the first half as Stanford jumped out 5-0. Catchings goes down a lane, whistle, and a charging foul is called on Tamika Catchings, taking it to the basket, and that's her 3rd foul, man.
That's a key play in this basketball game. It gives Catchings her 3rd foul as she tries to penetrate to the basket. She has 3rd. We look at it on the replay as Catchings comes in. You step in, and I think that was an offensive foul. Now, what is Pat Summitt going to do? It looks like to me she's going to let her play. She's a senior. You got to be able to play with 3 fouls.
King lobs it, top of the key. Donovan, not much of a factor in the first half, and Robinson strips the ball from her. Then Sinclair saves it and throws it away. Sinclair maybe should have called a timeout.
Well, in Sinclair's case there, you can't fault the kid. You're down on the floor, you're fighting hard for the basket, you get it, and you get the ball, and then it goes out of bounds. If you'll make those kind of turnovers, I won't be too unhappy if I'm your coach.
Coaches can live with that.
Yes.
She just couldn't find anybody to get it to and just kind of threw it away. So the turnover gives the ball back. That's 10 turnovers now for Stanford in this game, but the Cardinal leads by 5. Bounce pass down low. Jackson throws it across the lane to Randall. Back out. Catchings is open. Can't get it to fall. Battle on the boards, and Dimson saves it for Stanford. Tennessee continues to struggle from the field. Powell drives in and picks up the foul. And if that's on, no, it's not first, it might be on Catchings. I think it's on Lawson.
If that would have been in the WNBA, that would have been 2 free throws. The continuation, but in college, it's lucky for Tennessee that was not. Stanford gets the ball out of bounds.
Let's see if Stanford tries to isolate on Catchings and pick up that 4th. Inbounds play, and St. Clair bombs in a 3. Wow, what a start for Stanford this half. It's an 8-point lead, the biggest of the night for Stanford. Pass inside, Robinson puts it up, and she draws the foul, will go to the line.
I look for it to be Tennessee's down 7. I look for Tennessee to go inside. They're struggling on the perimeter. I think when you are, they're going to have to go and try to overpower Stanford on the inside. If I'm going to go back to the out-of-bounds play, I might like to see Coach Vanderveer after the game and see that play. I'm going to put that into the comments, buddy.
It worked. And at the line, Robinson. Boy, nothing going right now for Tennessee as she missed that one.
Robinson's going to have to get on the line, learn to make free throws because she's going to get to go there in the next 3.5 years.
She missed her first 4, but she got that one to drop. So now it's a 7-point game. Robinson with 5 points. Stanford leading with the basketball. Donovan working against Robinson. Robinson blocks the shot out of bounds.
Right now, Ashley Robertson is as good defensively as I've seen on a young player in post defense. That's the hardest phase of the game to teach defensively.
Inbounds pass. Dempson, the ball is kicked, though, on the inbound, so they'll reset the shot clock.
Stanford right now is running some outstanding out-of-bounds plays.
Michelle Snow coming in for Tennessee, and going out will be Gwen Jackson. So Tennessee going big with Robinson at 6'5" and Snow at 6'5". They throw the safety valve pass out front to Dempson. 2 minutes in, second half, and Stanford continues to lead. It's 36-29. Sinclair, that time too long on the shot, and Catchings rebounds for Tennessee.
Tennessee must get Catchings and Randall started offensively. They've got to pick it up for Tennessee to win here in the second half.
Donovan picks up the foul, going for the steal, and that will be her second. Second foul on Stanford. Robinson, as Van mentioned a moment ago, has 5 points, but only 1 of 5 from the free throw line as Tennessee is 8 of 13. Inside pass. Randall takes it all the way and gets fouled on the shot.
I think, Bob, right now, Tennessee's down 7. Randall has one of those personalities that just makes her teammates like her, and she's a smiling, happy person. Right now, she's got to take Tennessee, get it on her back, and inspire them a little bit. She may not make plays, but she's got to get her teammates to playing better. She's a senior. That's what you have to do.
Looking for her first point and still can't get it. She's 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from the line. No points for Shanika Randall, who's averaging 11 points a game. Stanford rotating some folks. Donovan and Dempson out, and Moose is back in.
I think right now
Dory Inghusen's in as well, so Stanford going big to counter that, and Randall makes the free throw.
Excuse me, Bob, but I think right now Tara's decided, hey, Tennessee's not going to wear me down late in the basketball game. She saw the Boston College tape. That's what they did there. That's what she's determined not to have happen.
So Stanford going with 6'7", 6'6" in its front line to match Robinson and Snow at 6'5" each. Here's Powell down the lane. Little runner is going to be no good off the mark. Forced the shot just a bit that time, and Catchings with the rebound. Catchings kicks it off Randall. No good on the shot, and King rebounds. Stanford back the other way. King in a hurry. Kicks it off to Inghusen. Puts it up and gets it.
What a play by somebody 6'7". Kept it on the move. I thought King had made a bad pass. Don't give it to a big player way outside.
Robinson in the lane. Puts it up. No good, and she draws a foul. I'm not sure that Inghusen has ever, on the break, shot a little 5-foot jump shot like that, but she got that one to go.
Maybe she got away with a little travel, maybe, but there was a no call as we see the replay. Yes, I did think she'd taken an extra step, but no call. Make the basket count it.
Robinson misses again at the line. 1 of 6 at the strike.
During the Christmas holidays, she's got to shoot 100 a day till she can make some.
She missed them both. Snow, though, keeps the rebound alive. Or did she? Yes, she did. And hands it back to Catchings. 3 minutes in, second half, and Stanford still leads it by 8.
Stanford's in a little zone.
Lawson hits from the baseline. Carol Lawson, that's her first basket.
And when you go zone, that makes Lawson a factor. She can run everywhere. Go on the baseline, she's a shooter. Maybe she's the player that Tennessee has to get some shots.
Backdoor cut. King's got a layup. Susan King gets the backdoor cut, and the lead stays at 8. These are 2 quality programs, 2 quality coaching staffs going at each other. Here's Catchings on the baseline over Inghusen. No good. Snow battling the rebound. Goes back up, and she's fouled. So Snow battling inside against the Twin Towers of Stanford, and there's the offensive board work.
No question about it. Snow's a factor right now on the offensive boards. The Tennessee offense is struggling a little bit. Their field goal percentage is down, but if you'll stay on the boards, fight hard, and we'll see Snow on the replay. Just stare to the basketball, get it, put it up on the inside, and convert.
Tennessee's got 20 points off the bench, 20 of it's 34, and it stays there. Catchings keeps it alive, bangs it out. Robinson, the ball knocked out of bounds as Robinson slams it off King, and Tennessee maintains possession.
Tennessee's not shooting very well from the free throw line, but right now Stanford is struggling blocking out on free throw blockouts.
It's a 6-point Stanford lead.
Tennessee will have to run Lawson away from the basketball against this zone and get her a 3-point shot.
Chelsea Trotter into the game now for Stanford, and the ball goes off Samika Randall as Trotter came running at her.
Yes, and as you see, Snow had the basketball on the outside. She dribbled around. She should have passed back to Lawson on the weak side for the three-point shot. Pass the ball one way, look one way, pass back against the zone.
6 points, Stanford lead. Pass inside, that's banged away. Nice play by Snow. And now Tennessee gets the ball on the deflection, the turnover. Lawson looks at the three, doesn't take it.
Lawson has to get herself available against this zone to be able to take a three-point shot.
Randall on the baseline, reverse layup, no good. Snow back up, and in, nope, missed it, but she got fouled.
That's one of the problems when you play zone. There are no individual block-out responsibilities. You're in it. People go through little gaps, little openings in the zone and go to the offensive boards. But right now, Stanford has to take and block out and find Snow as she's going to the board so well, and she's able to convert.
Snow at the line, hits it. 10 points for Snow, all off the bench for Tennessee. Snow has been kind of in and out of the lineup, the starting lineup, along with Robinson. They split the time. Snow has started 5 games this year. Robinson started 4. Robinson got the start today. And Snow now missed that one. Long rebound, Robinson. Stanford just can't get a rebound, and finally Powell gets that one as Robinson takes a quick shot.
Tennessee's very good on the offensive free throw right now. You've got to be able to block out. Tennessee goes to a 1-2-2 zone, a 3-2 zone, whatever you want to call it. But you better watch Susan King.
Better find her. St. Clair is open. Can't find it. And so she misfires, and now Tennessee back the other way, down 5. Randall. Probing, looking for somebody to top 3. Snow working hard down low. Catchings on the baseline. Can't get in. Randall's open and lets it fly. No good. And the rebound goes to St. Clair. Tennessee still 27% shooting in this game.
Very good coaching move by Pat Summitt to go to a 2-3 or 3-2 zone.
Powell misses outside, but the rebound is controlled by Stanford. Donovan gets it. 14 and a half to go.
Bob, a new look, whether the defense is any good or not, slows down the tempo of another team, and this is what Tennessee's done to Stanford.
Trotter, I don't know if she'll shoot it. King, though, will. Long three-pointer, no good. Foul on the board. Snow gets it for Tennessee. Score stays 40-35. On the baseline, Catchings muscles it up and in. That's only her second basket.
But if you can get Catchings inside against this zone, getting a little opening, Tennessee has a chance offensively.
Now this crowd is back in it as Tennessee has cut the 8-point lead down to 3. Lady Vols have scored 5 straight to make it a 40-37 game. But still, that's a great timeout by Vanderbilt. Slow them down. Make sure you get the play you want. They haven't run many good plays the last couple trips against Tennessee's defense.
Since Tennessee switched to a zone, Stanford has not attacked the zone as well as they were attacked in the man. Great timeout at this time. You've had an 8-point lead. You were up 38-30. Now the score is 40-37. Tennessee's closed the gap. Now you got to make sure your team understands what to do against the zone.
For the most up-to-date information on the Tennessee Women's Athletics Department, check out the official site for the Lady Vols by visiting utladyvol.com. Here's a site also you'll like to enjoy, PatHeadSummit.com. It's everything you need to know about the coach of the Lady Vols and her 6-time national champions, PatSummit.com. She's going into the old coaching book today to find out some things that'll work against Stanford.
Yes, and out of the timeout, Tennessee switches back to a man, counteracting the timeout by Coach Vanderbilt.
Here's Trotter driving down the lane with a left-hand layup. Nobody stopped her. And Trotter takes it right to the basket, her first bucket. 5-point Stanford lead. Stanford man-to-man. Snow makes a move, and they strip her, and they foul her.
Right now, after that timeout, Stanford came back and they changed to a man because Tennessee was hurting their zone, giving Tennessee a different look, making Tennessee have to think about what they're doing. But at this particular time, 13-27, I'm a great believer in it. What a bonus, what a time for Tennessee to be in the bonus now, shooting 1+1.
And so Snow at the line for 1-1, but she can't finish. Trotter has the ball banged out to the corner to Powell. Tennessee continues to struggle at the line. They missed 11. Sinclair can't finish. And Randall rebounds. Tennessee pushing it back the other way, 3-on-2. Randall right to the basket, missed it short, and King gets the rebound. Boy, Randall just having an awful day.
And King's been everywhere for Stanford, Bob.
King kicks it off. Powell's open. No good. Doesn't follow her shot. The ball goes out to the corner, and Catchings runs it down. Randall 0 for 8 from the field today. Only 1 point for Tennessee. And Catchings has 4. So that's 5 points between the two All-Americans. Stanford leads by 5. Snow is fouled on the quick pass into the post. And that's 4 fouls now on Nicole Powell. That's not a good foul.
That's a tough foul. You have 3 fouls. You're a freshman. You'll learn this, but you got to play smarter. You cannot take a foul basically away from the basket, especially when it's your 4th foul, and especially when you're one of the key players of the team. Powell is the one that's going to help King beat this press. She's rebounding the basketball, making plays. You got to keep yourself in the game.
Here's Snow at the line. She's been there a lot today. That's her 8th free throw of the afternoon, and she gets it. She's got 11 points. So Michelle Snow off the Tennessee bench has been a factor. She's the only player for Tennessee in double figures right now. She has cut the Stanford lead to 4. Out of Pensacola, Florida. Came in only a 47% free throw shooter. And now she's 6 of 9 on the day. Her 12 points have lifted Tennessee to within 3. Cardinals still leading 42-39. Arena. Gyrating, trying to get the Lady Vols back to the lead. Tennessee has a couple of tough games on the road. Texas Rutgers and UConn. But then when they come home, they'll take on 20th ranked LSU on Thursday night, January 4th at 7 o'clock. Tickets can be purchased at the Thompson Bowling Arena ticket office or by logging on to www.utladyvols.com. Stanford after the timeout. Powell's on the bench with 4 fouls now.
And Tennessee's in a 3-2 zone trying to slow down the penetration of Stanford.
Yamasaki over to King. Shot clock at 4, at 3. Somebody's got to shoot. Sinclair does and hits. Big basket. 7 for Lauren St. Clair.
Every time Tennessee closes it, Stanford makes a big-time basket.
Now there's a whistle and a holding foul down low. The holding foul is going to be on Chelsea Trotter. That's her first. Well, I'll tell you what, Stanford's picking up a boatload of fouls. That is 19 on the day already.
And I'm still saying this. In the bonus, not going to be but a couple of minutes that Tennessee's going to be in the double bonus with the 10th foul. You cannot put King in the bonus that quick.
Snow at the line, the 1-and-1. She missed it, though. Didn't cost him that time. And Stanford gets the rebound. A 5-point advantage now for the Cardinal as King brings it up. This is a very important stretch in this game. Can Stanford maintain its poise and add to this lead a little bit? And they throw it away. Randall with the steal. They've got the numbers. Lawson buries it. Kara Lawson with the 3. The turnover cuts that lead down to 2 just like that, man.
Lawson is such a pure 3-point shooter. When you give her a little opening away from the basketball, she's good as anybody in the college game today.
Trotter kicks it out to King. Open from out front. She answers.
She didn't even hit the rim. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Career high 17 points for Susan King, and the Stanford lead is 5. Snow on the baseline. She hits. 14 for Snow.
Yes, and I see Snow as I see her play. She's a little bit inconsistent. That's why she did not start the game. She's got to step up and be the starter and be consistent every night.
11 minutes left, and Stanford leads 3. Trotter, free throw line jump shot, no good. Sinclair battling, and the ball's banged out, and King maintains it. Stanford a fresh shot clock. Stanford needs to try and shorten this game, don't they?
Yes, and against the zone, you got a ball reversal.
Donovan scores, and she's fouled by Snow. Donovan somehow able to keep her pivot foot on the ground and get the foul on Snow.
As you see, ball reversal by Stanford on the replay. Then you kick it inside to Donovan, and then you catch it, and you step inside, and you're able to go over Snow and make the play. I've said all along, if you're a very good basketball player, you got to be able to catch the ball and put it in the hole.
So Donovan, her first basket, and she gets the three-point play. So things are heating up in Knoxville, but the Cardinals still maintaining the lead. 49-44, Lawson cuts it to 2. Now then Stanford comes right back as Susan King gets it back out to 5. 10:43 to go. The Cardinal leading Tennessee. Conditions here. Chilly day in Knoxville, and he's taking a little slalom run. Tennessee on the slippery slope right now against the Stanford Cardinal, trailing 50-44, and Stanford trying to run its offense, maintain its poise, and Tennessee's never been able to speed up the tempo.
And Tennessee's never been able to get over the hump in this basketball game to where they can get a lead, get a little cushion, and make plays, because Stanford has matched them play for play.
Tennessee now with Snow getting the ball to Lawson. Cardinal man-to-man. Snow has it down low, but lost it. St. Clair comes out of there with it on the turnover. Stanford up 6. Another big possession for Tara Vanderveer's club here.
Tennessee's in a 3-2 zone. Stanford's doing a very good job of penetration and ball reversal.
St. Clair, Donovan gets loose down low and scores. Found that weak spot in the zone.
Ball reversal gets the zone inside out.
Excuse me. No, go ahead.
Make them pay a price inside, Bob.
Matches Stanford's biggest lead, 8. And a blocking foul on King as she put the hands on Kira Lawson. And again, Tennessee goes back to the free throw line to shoot.
And when you got Lawson now, a very good three-point shooter. Very good free throw shooter. Now they have the opportunity to close the gap, get in a press. I think Tennessee, after this possession, 9:50 to go, and you're down 8 points. You got to get in a press. You got to try to make something happen.
Kira Lawson at the line. Out of Alexandria, Virginia. Bangs that home. Lawson, of course, got a lot of notoriety. She's an avid weightlifter. Used to play football in middle school. She was a linebacker. And it brings that mentality with her on the court. And she hits them both. 7 points now for Kira Lawson. And it's a 6-point game. Tennessee not getting many buckets, staying in the game at the free throw line right now, as Stanford has picked up a boatload of fouls in this game.
If Tennessee goes to what they do best here for the last 25 years, man pressure defense.
And there it comes as Catchings gets the steal and the basket. Catchings, All-American, makes a great defensive play, and Stanford's lead is down to 4.
Now pick up full court, man, force a turnover.
And the ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll still be Stanford's ball.
One of the things that Tennessee likes to do, they have a breakaway layup. They like to jump into a full-court man pressure, double the basketball. Now they're in a half-court trap.
Jane trying to recognize. And she travels as Lawson came at her. King dragged the pivot foot.
Yes, the other players from Stanford are going away from King in this pressure. They got to come back and meet the basketball. She's small. She doesn't have anybody to pass the ball to.
9:08 to go. Stanford last year led Tennessee out on the West Coast 79-73, but then crumbled in the closing minutes as Tennessee went on an 11-0 run to win. Here's Lawson. No good. Foul on the boards. Catching. No good, but she's fouled on the play.
What Tennessee's doing at this time, they're really struggling offensively. They cannot get a ball to go in the basket, but they're hanging tough. They're staying there. They're trying to make plays. They're trying to find a way to win the game with a poor shooting night.
Now Catchings goes to the stripe. She hadn't tried one from the line this evening. This will be her first attempt, and she hits. 7 points for her. She's making an assault on 2,000 points in her Tennessee career. Coming into the game today, she had 1,962, and she's got 7 today, so she could become only the second player in Tennessee history with over 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. The other one, Shamika Holzclaw. I like one for Tulane.
I like the decision by Coach Vanderbilt to bring Powell back in. She has 4 fouls, but Tennessee's cut the lead. If you're going to win the game in your Stanford, it has to be right now. It can't be later on.
Powell goes right to the baseline. Shut off. Donovan doesn't take the shot. 8 seconds in the shot clock. King drops it in. Donovan against Snow. Fakes again. Puts it up. No good. Bangs the rebound out of bounds. They say it's off Tennessee as Robinson hit it last. No argument from Robinson, and Stanford will take it.
Stanford has unbelievable patience late in the game, clinging to a 3-point lead with 8 minutes to go offensively.
Tara Vanderveer told me yesterday she really likes this team. Eventually, she thinks they're going to be very, very good. Well, they've been pretty good today. Catchings goes for the steal, doesn't get it. St. Clair can't finish it. Catchings rebounds. She went for the steal and came back, got the rebound.
Tremendous hustle.
Randall takes it to the lane. Fakes. And hits. Randall cuts the lead down to 1. 52-51 with 8 minutes to go.
And the Tennessee crowd gets into the basketball game, and when you play at home, this is when they can make a difference, when you're trying to come from behind.
Now you think, well, should Vanderveer take a timeout here? She gets a TV timeout at the next break. Donovan inside. Cut to King. Reverse layup is good. She's got 19.
Left-handed reverse layup on a pass inside.
Pass down low. Randall. She's going to try and counter, and no good. Rebound goes to Powell. Moose came over and made her change the shot.
I don't know who's going to be freshman of the year right now, but it's going to be hard for me to vote against Susan King after this game.
Well, she's been great today, hasn't she? Sinclair to the basket. That time she beat Catchings on the wing. Catchings playing a new position defensively. The 3 spot in that time, St. Clair took her to the basket.
Every time Tennessee makes a charge, Stanford finds a way to battle back.
Catchings to Randall, straight out. Speaking of playing a new position, Powell's got to play out there on the floor. She was a center, remember, in high school. Now she's got to guard a guard. Here's the shot, no good by Snow, and Stanford rebound. 6:40 to go. Lead pass, that's a bad pass by King, as Moose couldn't catch up to that one. King forced that one just a little bit. But Stanford maintains the lead with immediate timeout. 56-51 is our score. Susan King trying to spur the upset. She's got 19, and the Cardinal leads by 5. Championship caliber programs going toe-to-toe. The Cardinal won a national championship on this floor back in 1990, and they also got a championship in 92. Lady Vols, of course, with 6 national titles to their credit. But there's the star of the game right now, Susan King, a career high 19 points. Every time they get in trouble, it seems like King comes up with a key play.
She's played the entire game. She's played tough defense, guarding the Tennessee point guard. What a game.
McDivitt now in at point for Tennessee. Lady Vols trying to get some consistency going. Randall to Ace Clement in the corner. Passes up the shot. Now she takes it. And she misses. Tip no good. And Moose wrestles it away from Ashley Robinson.
Let me say one thing for the Stanford team. When they get a rebound, they hunt Susan King. They know she's the one going to make the play.
Stanford being out-rebounded right now, 35-30. Nice move by Powell. Can she finish? No, and Snow rebounds. Powell got in the lane, but couldn't get it to go. Snow turns into trouble, and she had to walk. Good play that time by Trotter, who came over, anticipated the move, and Snow banged right into her.
There's no question about that play. As you see the help side defense, Stanford has been as good at help side defense as I've seen on any basketball team in the last 2 years. Trotter came over and helped, causing Snow to walk.
Under 6 minutes to go. This is a Stanford team that Friday night tried to come in here and practice, got stuck in the Atlanta airport, didn't get in here until 5 a.m. on Saturday, practiced last night. So this is a team that's jet lagged and not showing up right now. King down the lane, gets fouled, going to the basket.
And here's what Stanford is doing at this particular time. They're up late in the basketball game. They're spreading Tennessee. They got Moose outside. They got all 5 players outside. The lane is open. They're screening for each other. We see them with 5 out, not 4 out and 1 or 5 out. And when the opening comes up, as you see King have it, carry it to the basket, get fouled, go to the line, shoot 2.
And so King hits it. He's got 20 points on the day. Out of the Academy of Holy Angels in Richfield, Minnesota, Susan King. She'll go back to the stripe. She also has 3 assists to go with that total. And now Stanford goes up 58-51. An upset brewing, but still lots of time to go. 5:29 remaining. Here's Ace Clement trying to post up down low. And now catching. Snow looking for the inside pass, gives to McDivitt. McDivitt forces a tough shot, draws a foul against King. That's her 3rd.
That was, I thought that was a poor play there by Susan, one of the few she's made all today. April had the shot, didn't have a very good shot, forced up a shot, and Susan had to take the foul.
28 free throw attempts by Tennessee in this game. Stanford's got 3 more field goals than do the Lady Vols. At the line, McDivitt. She's almost automatic.
Yeah, I've said it before. When you play in Indiana, look like to me, you just can be able to shoot free throws and shoot the basketball.
At midnight with your eyes closed.
Oh, anywhere, anytime, Bob, any place.
Perfect form, and she's got both of them. So now it's 58-53. This crowd is almost like they're stunned what's going on here.
Yes. The crowd's got to bring the Lady Vols back. They got to get in the situation, get the enthusiasm going, let them refuse to lose.
5 minutes to go, 5-point game. Stanford almost in the identical situation last year, but the Lady Vols went on an 11-0 run to beat them 79-73. Now let's see how Stanford closes this thing out. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Moose has it up in the corner. Pink got to put it up and does, and no good. Rebound, banged around. Powell had it, but Robinson comes up with it. Tennessee needs to convert here.
Tennessee went to a zone. Did not give Stanford a very good look.
Clement now has just taken it right at Nicole Powell and has fouled her out of the game. I don't know if she knew she had 4 fouls on her or not. She probably did, but she took it right at Powell and gets her out of the contest.
Listen, this is a key play in the basketball game when you're up 5 and you get fouls or losing. We see Ace carry it to the basket. Did not have a very good look, but was smart enough. This was a veteran player and able to draw the foul and foul Powell out of the basketball game.
Yeah, not much contact there, but enough to get Powell out. And Clement kind of jumped back into her a little bit to make sure there was contact.
Listen, you've got to remove Powell from the basketball game, not so much because she's an outstanding shooter, because of ball handling. Now, I think Sinclair has to go down and help Susan Keegan handle the basketball. As Tennessee pressures, somebody has to come back and help meet the basketball.
Clement at the line. She's been the only one for Tennessee consistently knocking down free throws. And then she misses that one. She hit her first 3.
You might have put the jinx in, Bob. That's okay.
Ace Clement out of Broomall, Pennsylvania. The senior. Good form that time, and she gets it to go. So Clement scores. She's got 6, and now it's a 4-point game. 58-54.
And Tennessee comes back in a 1-2-2 zone defense, making Stanford go away. It's a wide defense, making them pass around and go outside.
Trotter gets it down low, gives to Moose, and she's stripped going inside. Snow comes up with a loose ball. Here's a 4-on-3. Clement gives it back to Catchings off the glass.
Stanford may need to take a timeout now. The game is a 2-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Forget about the TV timeout. If you're Stanford, you cannot let the game get away from you.
4 minutes to go. Isidore drives baseline whistle and a blocking foul going to be called on Snow. Now we're going to have another conference. The outside official said she had a block all the way, and it'll be 4 on Snow.
Say whatever you want to. If an official has a call today, they follow it through and stayed with it. No wishy-washy. This is the way it's going to be, and I like that. We have a basketball game. Call it.
Media timeout with 3:50 to go. 58-56 Stanford, but Ace Clement with a veteran move here. Gets it off to Catchings. It's going to be a tight one down the stretch. led the whole second half by as many as 8 on a couple of occasions, but Tennessee has cut this thing down to 2 with 3:50 to go.
As we see the difference in free throws, but I think it's imperative right now for Tennessee not to foul, and so Stanford won't go to the line where they'll rest. They're about out of gas late in the basketball game. If you foul too much, you let Stanford rest too often.
Tennessee has only committed 5 fouls this half, and the Lady Vols have been shooting the bonus since the 13-minute mark. So fouls have been a key in this game. Inbounds pass comes out to King, working against McDivitt. Under 4 minutes to go. King on the right side. Tennessee man-to-man this trip down. King with 21 points on the day. Trotter working against Snow. She's got 4 fouls. She blocks the shot. And now there's a foul as Trotter goes to get it back. Foul on the play. She made one mistake and then made another one.
Yes, and then what this allows Tennessee to go the length of the floor without the clock running. You're down 2, an opportunity to make 2 free throws and then put on the press. As you see Trotter go in, but I thought there was a tremendous play by East Clemens to come over and give her problems, and then Snow not the foul. Play the post defense. Don't commit a foul. Trotter was out of position.
Snow with a double-double in the game. First of the season, 14 points, 10 rebounds. She can tie the game up right here. She hits the first. Snow came into this game only a 47% free throw shooter, but she's hit 7 of 11 today.
Looked like she's changed her form a little bit, taking one hand off of it and kind of shooting maybe with both hands to start with, and then ending up with one hand on anything to try to improve her free throw percentage shooting.
For the tie, short on the rebound. Stanford gets it. Isidore comes up with it, so it stays a 1-point game, 58-57. Stanford has led since it was 1918.
This is unbelievable that Tennessee has changed defenses on every possession. Man one time, 3-2 zone. I think it's causing Stanford a little problems with a young basketball team.
Moose gets it, top of the key. Swings it over to Isidore. Who's going to shoot it? Pass inside. Catchings deflects it. Isidore gets it back. Misses the three-pointer. Clement runs it down and gives McDivitt. Now Tennessee with a chance to take the lead for the first time this half. Under 3 minutes to go. Catchings, top of the key. Give and go, down low, Snow. Fakes, Tennessee leads. What a play by Pat Summit. You're down a point. You come down and you put it in the hands of Kitchen and Snow. Let them make the plays for you. Run a little screen and roll play. Now what does Tara Vanderveer have in the bag of tricks? First time this half, her team playing from behind. Donovan down low, working, lost the ball, dribbled it off her foot. Here's a 3-on-2. Catchings. No good. Robinson. And so Ashley Robinson on the offensive glass will go to the line.
Right now, Stanford lately in the basketball game, especially with Powell out of the basketball game, they're struggling offensively. They've got to find somewhere that they can score late in the basketball game against this Tennessee pressure.
It was 58-51 Stanford, and now it's 59-58 Tennessee. So the Lady Vols on an 8-0 run, and they can build this thing. You see it, there's the run in the last 3:30, and Tennessee's defense has really confused Stanford and hadn't given them many open looks, and they have made plays.
There's no question. Pat somebody switched defenses. One time they're in a pressure man, the next time they're in a 3-2 zone, and the change in defense has caused a little problem for Stanford and how they are attacking it, and plus the fact with Powell on the bench, they don't have another scoring option, and I don't care what you do, that hurts you. But right now, Tennessee's got to step to the free throw line and make free throws. As I look at their stats and their quest for a national championship, they've got to become, overall as a team, a better free throw shooting team.
Today, 19 of 34. They've withstood this great game by Susan King, who has 21 points. Stanford not done yet. Robinson at the line, only 1 of 7 today. 1 of 8.
If you're Stanford right now, you better block out. You better step across the line. Bonner better be getting ready to block out Catchings, because Catchings is so good on the offensive board. She's going to step across. You got to block her out.
This might be getting to the point. It's almost like Hack-a-Shack last year. Robinson, though, hits that one. 6 points today for her. Now it's a 2-point game. Tennessee leading 60-58. Big possession for Stanford under 2 minutes to go. Cardinal needs some offense from somebody. Sinclair missed the jump shot. Donovan gets fouled on the play. And if it's Snow, no, it's going to be April McDivitt. If that was on Snow, that would have been 5.
Yes, Snow needs to stay in the game for Tennessee because she's the best rebounder that Tennessee has at this particular stage of the game.
That's 3 on McDivitt.
Stanford's got to find some offense somewhere. They cannot score.
They haven't scored now in over 4 minutes. There's a mismatch someplace as Robinson's guarding King. Bonner out front to Isidore. Isidore working against Clement. Takes it to the basket. Throws it up there. No good, and a traveling violation on Isidore.
Not a very good shot, not a very good scoring opportunity. You got to give up the basketball in that particular situation to Susan King to give her an opportunity to make it. As we see Stanford go to the hole, there's a little, that's a walk.
The turnover gives it back to Tennessee. Now the Lady Vols have the lead and the ball with 1:37 remaining.
But still, if you're Stanford, don't panic. You got plenty of basketball. You got plenty of time to come back. You're only down 2. Play the good defense. Make Tennessee miss a shot and then rebound the basketball.
Stanford playing without Nicole Powell, who was fouled out of the game. And that has really put a grip in their style since she went out. They had the lead when she left. Here's Catchings. That was almost a dagger, but you couldn't finish it.
Still, Tennessee came back to the bread and butter. Catching and Snow on a screen and roll play. I like the call.
Stanford needs a bucket to tie. Yamasaki off the glass, no good. Ball knocked out and Catchings has it. Stanford got a pretty good look that time, and now Pat Summitt wants a timeout. This will be a full timeout for Summitt as her Lady Vols with 1:01 have the ball and the lead. Summitt wants to get something going, run a set play here.
No question in my mind. She's one of the very best at calling timeouts. You got a 2-point lead. Don't take a chance. Call a timeout. Get your charges over there. Tell them exactly what you want them to do.
For everything that's orange, visit the largest UT store on the internet, volmall.com. The Vol Mall contains official Tennessee apparel from the most popular manufacturers. Plus, the purchases you make in the Vol Mall directly benefit UT Athletics. So for quality and official Vol clothing, visit the only virtual mall dedicated exclusively to the Big Orange, volmall.com. Bob Chesling, band chancellor, here from Thompson Bolding Arena. Got your Christmas shopping done yet?
I don't Christmas shop, but I'm going tomorrow. All I'm going to do is all of it tomorrow. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I want you to remember something. If you got someone you love, tell them how much you love them and care about them. That's the biggest gift of them all. Bob, here's what I love for Tennessee to run. Run what we call as the zipper play. You zip up, Catchings up the middle, screen on the ball, carry it to the hole, screen and roll. Is that a beautiful baby?
Everybody else is going nuts. That baby's got the best seat in the house, right?
Nothing. Nothing. You know, I was just thinking about how lucky I am. I've had the same woman for 38 years, and I got 2 of the greatest grandchildren in America, so I'm happy as a lark.
Yep, I got 2 great daughters and a wife that puts up with me. You can't ask for much more, James.
I fooled one woman one time. That's enough for me.
1:01 to go in this game. Tennessee going to go to the spread now, run some clock, see if Stanford can foul. Lawson looking around.
If I'm Stanford, I drop back. I play still my slumping man. I don't go out. I don't allow Tennessee to pressure.
Catchings working the baseline. Stanford needs a steal. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Snow on the baseline. No good. Rebound banged out. Who's going to get there? Snow. The ball loose. King jumps on it. And now what are they going to call? Snow and King went down on the floor at midcourt. And they're going to call King on a foul.
I'm going to question June Porto after this game. I thought it's been a well-officiated game. Why was that not backcourt? Snow had the ball here in possession and went over the center line.
King picks up a foul, or why wasn't it a jump ball? Both players had it for a moment, but Snow goes to the line. She's been a big force for Tennessee, but she misses the free throw.
We're going to watch it on the replay. Maybe I'm wrong as we see Snow go after the basketball after the rebound. And here's the ball. She has it.
Yep.
To me, that would be backcourt. Maybe a jump ball.
Snow at the line, though, got the benefit of the doubt. Still, if she hits this one, it's only a 3-point game with 34.5 remaining. Michelle Snow gets the roll. 18 points for her. And now Stanford down 3. King is their best three-point shooter in the game right now. Sinclair's hit 1 today. She's got 12-13 now on the season. Bonner's got 1 today. Yamasaki finds the seam, and then Snow blocks the shot. King gets it, though. Shot clock ticking down. Yamasaki shoots it. It's no good. It goes behind the backboard. Here's Catchings with 2 seconds, and she's fouled. And King is going to foul out of the game, and Catchings will go to the line, and it looks like the Lady Vols have survived a tough test against Stanford today.
No question about it. Give Tennessee credit for having the poise here at home to come back, to fight, to overcome a cold shooting night, but give Stanford credit. They've got to be proud of what they've done here today against Tennessee. They've played so well. Their coaches had an outstanding game, but Tennessee's fought, come back and won.
Susan King, the outstanding freshman, goes out of the game a career-high 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, and she's going to be fun to watch.
She's going to be so exciting. You just got to love this kid. What a wonderful person and player.
And so now Stanford takes a timeout, trying to ice Catchings a little bit. So Susan King with 21, but it's Tamika Catchings with 9 points and a chance to ice this thing.
Yes, but I thought the key of the basketball game, yes, Catchings has played well. Catchings has got an opportunity, but Ace Clemens, she's the player that's come in for Tennessee. I know the stats won't show it, but she's the one that's come in, has made plays for them. Snow has made some outstanding plays, but Ace has come in and made some key plays for them as the game has progressed.
Stanford has gone the last 5 minutes or so without a basket. In fact, Tennessee has now run off 10 straight points. It was 58-51 Stanford, and now it's 61-58. Almost identical to last year's band when Stanford had the lead. Tennessee scored the last 11, and now today they scored the last 10.
Yes. Last year, Tennessee came back from 6 points with about 2.5 or 3 minutes to go in the game. Same thing today. Stanford has had trouble. I thought the change in defenses by Pat Summitt was the difference in this particular basketball game. It gave Stanford so many different looks, and they were not ready for that.
2.5 seconds remaining. Tennessee up by 3. And Catchings will be at the line. The last time that the Lady Vols led in the first half, it was 19-18. Stanford led the whole second half until Michelle Snow got a bucket to make it 59-58.
You know, Bob, it's been a great game. I don't want to give credit here. You look at Amy Tucker on the left of Tara there. She's been with our 16 years. I look down here at the Tennessee staff. You cannot have a program unless you have great assistant coaches. You got Al Brown, Mickey DeMoss, Holly Warwick. All of those people could be head coaches. They stayed with Pat and Coach Vanderbilt, and they've done a great job. And I think the assistant coaches of college basketball are the ones that have to ride the road, do all the recruiting, and you just can't say enough. Mickey DeMoss might be the premier recruiter in the whole country.
And Holly Warwick, of course, going into the Hall of Fame with you this year. The Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. Here's Tamika Catchings. That should just about do it. Gets her to double figures. It's been a struggle for her today. 4 of 14 from the field.
Great players don't worry about individual struggles. Great players think about winning championships, winning games.
Here's Stanford throw the ball up court. Catchings intercepts it, and this game is over. Stanford puts up the good fight, but the Lady Vols find a way to win. They run off the last 12 points of this game as Tennessee goes on to win today against the Stanford Cardinals 63-58. So the Lady Vols go to 9-0. Stanford has its 5-game winning streak snapped. They're 5-2 on the season. Closing comments from Knoxville in just a moment.
My name's John Woolard.
58-51, but they were held scoreless the last 5:19 of this game. Tennessee scores the last 12 to win it 63-58. Quite a comeback by Tennessee. They really shut down Stanford.
defensively, I cannot give Tennessee enough credit for what they did by changing defenses. They played a 3-2 zone, got it out wide, then they played pressure man. And Stanford had struggled so much late in the basketball game trying to score against that outstanding Tennessee defense.
Susan King had 21 to lead Stanford, but it was Tamika Catchings with 11 points late and Michelle Snow with 18 to power Tennessee to the win. So for Van Chancellor, I'm Bob Kessling. So long from Knoxville, where Tennessee beats Stanford 63-58. A reminder, the National Sports Report comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock